Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be discussing how the enemy comes to distract you. I'm going to be using the 6 basic questions everyone asks: who, what, when, where, why, and how. Y'all ever be in a situation where you feel like you are so focused on your life goals and things like that, and you feel like you're right on track, and then something happens randomly that kind of distracts you? And I just feel like I'm all thrown off. I'm all out of whack. Like, I don't know what's going on. Or you've been derailed to a whole complete different direction than where you was once going. I first noticed when an enemy was trying to distract me when I was really into my word. I was reading the word. I was just being diligent and like working towards developing a close relationship with God. And random things would just come up. For example, mine started out a lot with guys. Like, random guys would just start inboxing me like back to back to back, like blowing my like social medias up. And I'm like, where are they all coming from? You know what I mean? Like, and not that I'm not used to like guys inboxing me, but it's like it was back to back. It was weird. And I was like, what is going on? And then as time went on, I started to notice the pattern, like when I'm really focused or when I'm really trying to grow in my relationship with God and things like that, random guys just pop up. And like now I've caught on to it to the point where it's like, yeah, like so goodbye. Basically, 9 times out of 10, the enemy comes to distract you when you have a purpose, which we all do, which we all have some gift that God has given us. If you haven't watched my last video, go back and watch it. We all have a gift, so whatever it is that we are focused on at that time, and as we are building a relationship with Christ, we are becoming more aware of the light and straying away from that darkness. He's coming to distract you in some way, some form, with some different tactic, so that you can get thrown off, so that he can come to steal, kill, and destroy. It's what he do, and instill that promise from you that God has already promised you. But the thing is, you have to be able to discern these strategic attacks. Something I really notice is the enemy's not coming to steal, kill, and destroy right now in this season, especially if you are already living in the darkness, especially if you are not already walking with God. Because at the end of the day, what would he be fighting against you for? He's winning. You know what I mean? So for you to actually get on that path to try to walk towards the light, any little step that you try to make towards the light, he's coming to distract you. He's coming with some strategic plan. But the assassination is not on who you are right now in this season. The assassination is who you're called to be. That's what he wants to kill, steal, and destroy. Who it is that you're called to be. You have a greater purpose than where you are right now. No matter what situation you're in right now, you have a greater purpose. So when you feeling like you're just being attacked, or things are just going bad, or nothing seems to just look up for you, just know it will not last forever. It will not last forever. And it's only for a period of time that you're going to go through this. It's only for a season. It is not forever. So the enemy will use those things to kind of distract you and get you down in the dumps and in your feelings about things, because he knows where you're called to be. Usually this takes place when you are in the middle, when you are in the process of changing your life. You're not necessarily who you used to be, and you're moving toward becoming a new version of yourself, learning a new version of yourself, growing closer to Christ. In that middle space is where he's coming to throw darts and arrows and see how good you could dip and dodge for real. Sometimes you find yourself asking, like, why is this happening to me? Like, why is all this stuff happening to me? And it's because he knows your potential. You may not know your potential, but he knows your potential. A lot of us really be sleeping on ourselves and don't know what it is that we have within ourselves, on the inside of us, that's waiting to be birthed. And because of that, you're left kind of wondering, like, why is this happening to me? He knows your potential. He knows your potential. And he knows that you will be a force to be reckoned with once you are fully aware of the truth, once you know what's inside of you, once you know how much you can change the world around you, to fight off the lies, you won't be stuck in that hamster wheel, just going round and round, mentally imprisoned. You will no longer be mentally imprisoned. You will be free from that. So of course he's going to come and try to distract you. And some of you may be thinking like, well, how would I identify if he's coming to distract me? There's a lot of different tactics he used. Like I said, he's strategic. One of the ones that was for me was relationships. All forms of family. People that you wouldn't even think he would use. Family. Friends. Guys. What I notice is the enemy tries to use things that he thinks is your weakness. So something that you struggle with, he's going to use that. You struggle with sexual addiction, he's going to send somebody that's promiscuous and throw them all up in your face. Going to be all on you. Really like money, he's going to send opportunities where you can get money. Anything to lead you astray from what it is that you're supposed to be doing, he's going to do that. He knows what you like. He knows what you like. He knows what you struggle with. At the end of the day, like they said, I'm going to say like they said, like the words say, there's a spirit of light and there's a spirit of darkness. And that spirit of darkness, he be out here fighting on his last limb. And sometimes I just be like, you fighting real hard. Like, I can't wait till you just give up. Because the question is, do you feel like the enemy is distracting you? And if so, in what way? Do you know your weaknesses? If not, it's time to go do some homework. Figure out what your weakness is. Figure out what it is that you really like. If someone presented to you right now, for some people, it's shoes. You give somebody, they love shoes so much, you show them a pair of some fire shoes. They're going to be like, oh yeah, it's up. Be gone. Just like that. Some people love food. I love food. I'm one of the people, I love food. But some people love food to the point where like, for example, I used to know I was supposed to be studying when I was in school. At the time, at college, I knew I was supposed to be studying. But if somebody hit me up and be like, let's go get some food. Bye. I'm going to go get food. Like, and it may sound like, that's innocent. Like, what's wrong with going to get some food and I'm supposed to be studying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You're right. To an extent. Because you're supposed to be focused on something. Like I said, whatever is your focus, that's what you should be focused on. What's more important? And sometimes you have to ask yourself that, what's more important? This food or my test? You have to practice being disciplined in what it is you're seeking. Because if you let any little thing come to distract you, I'm telling you, it will knock you completely off course to the point you don't even know how you got there. I got so distracted in college by things that was presented to me like a guy. I got into a relationship my sophomore year of college. I completely moved away from campus and everything. And y'all wouldn't believe me if I told y'all it was close to, I had one more semester left. And I graduate. It took for me to get out of that relationship and to get back focused to graduate. But the point is, I was distracted. In that moment of my life, I felt lonely. I felt depressed. I felt a lot of different things because I never was away from home for a long period of time. So in the midst of me feeling those type of ways, although I was reading my Bible and seeking God, the enemy knew exactly what I was going through too. So you know what he did? He sent a male to fulfill that lonely feeling. And I got distracted by it. And I pursued it. So that I found myself in a space where I didn't even know how I got there, why I made the decisions I made, I didn't even know who I was after the relationship. Like, to be completely honest. Just lost in the sauce. Literally. So I say all this to say, don't let the enemy distract you. Do whatever you can to stay focused on what it is that you need to stay focused on. Get accountability around you. Get friends who genuinely care and knows you and know what is your focus, so that you can have people that's holding you accountable to what it is that you want to do within your life. And know your weaknesses. Figure them out. I love y'all. I'll see y'all later. Bye.